My father said I'd end up in jail. Now he's serving time for drug trafficking, while I rebuilt my life without him. My father and I never had what you'd call a healthy relationship. I tried. I really did. I was never a bad kid, just struggled in school. Grades hovering around a C, despite how hard I worked. He said I was lazy, not applying myself. Never once asked if I needed help, just told me I was a disappointment. When he became physically disabled, I stepped up, cleaned the whole house regularly, except his room. Still, he called me worthless, said I never did anything for him. And then the accusations started. Not about money, but about his stuff. Tools, medicine, even random items he couldn't remember misplacing. He swore I was stealing from him and hiding things in my room. Never considered that it might be the shady addicts he constantly invited over. Because of those baseless claims, he started tearing my room apart, weekly. Overturned my mattress, ripped open drawers, even looked inside my computer tower. Every time, he found nothing. Every time, I was left to put everything back together. It wore me down. Every week, the same chaos, the same yelling, the same invasion of privacy. And finally, I snapped. One day, he misplaced a bag of chisels. Immediately, he started in on me. "Where are my chisels?" "I don't know." "Don't lie to me, boy. I'm not lying. I bet they're in your damn room. I don't have your tools. That's it. I'm tearing your room apart. And if I find them, I'm beating your ass." That was it. I stood up. "No, you're not doing this again." "What did you just say?" "You do this every time. You lose something, you blame me, tear up my room, accuse me of selling your stuff. You're not going in there." He stepped closer, voice rising. "This is my house. That's my room. You're lucky you even get to sleep there. That's just an excuse to violate your kid's privacy. You're a child. You don't have privacy under my roof." He moved toward the stairs. I sprinted past him, ran up, slammed my door, and locked it. Seconds later, he was banging on it. "Open this door! No! I'm not letting you destroy my room again!" The pounding got louder, harder. I saw the frame buckle under the force. I braced myself against the door. "You're really gonna block me?" "Damn right I am. You're insane." F***K this, he muttered. I heard him stomp downstairs, but I knew he wasn't done. He returned minutes later, grumbling to himself. I heard something metallic drop on the floor. Then came the whirring sound I'll never forget. His circular saw. He was cutting through my door. I shouted over the noise, "If you want to cut through this door, you're gonna have to cut through me." He paused, then yelled back, "Then that'll be your own damn fault." The saw started up again. I thought he wouldn't actually go through with it, but then I felt it. The blade nicked my shoulder. I stumbled back, blood soaking my palm. That's when I realized he didn't care. Not about me, not about hurting me, just about control. When he cut a wide enough hole, he reached through, unlocked the door, and shoved it open. "Stay out of my room," I said, standing my ground. "Move!" "No!" He shoved me. I shoved back. He swung, slapped me across the face, picked me up, and slammed me to the ground. Then he stepped over me and started tearing the room apart. Like and follow for part 2. My father said I'd end up in jail. Now he's serving time for drug trafficking while I rebuilt my life without him. Part 2. I got up and grabbed his shirt, trying to pull him away. He spun and backhanded me hard. I hit the floor again. "After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me? You ungrateful little shit. Get out. Don't come back unless you're crawling." I stood, grabbed my backpack, and started packing what I could. "What do you think you're doing?" "I'm leaving. Those are my clothes. I paid for those. I'm not wearing the same thing all week." He didn't stop me, just kept yelling. "Fine! You'll end up on drugs or in jail!" I walked and kept walking until I was far enough to collapse and cry. Called a friend. She picked me up and let me stay the night, but couldn't keep me long. I started couch hopping, living out of a backpack. Eventually, I landed a seasonal job at a hotel with housing. Later, I moved in with a friend who became my girlfriend. I began to rebuild. Nearly a year later, a friend called me, "Dude, your dad's in jail." He sent me the link, mugshot and everything. Apparently, my dad went with a woman to retrieve her stuff from a house. According to him, someone hit him in the head, he blacked out, and instinct took over. He pulled a revolver and fired 6 shots. 3 hit a man, killed him. He claimed self-defense. The judge didn't buy it. But after 8 months of hearings, the case was dropped. Every witness was high on meth. No credibility. Then the FBI picked him up. Federal charges, possession with intent to distribute. 10 pounds of meth. He pled guilty. Got 12 years in federal prison plus 5 years supervised release. 17 years total. But online, I saw his release date, July 17th, 2027. Only 8 years. He probably cooperated, snitched, and with that much meth involved, someone might come looking for him. Or me. We shared a last name, some features, a voice. So I changed my name. Filed the paperwork, paid the fees, showed up to court. They'd moved my hearing to another room. When I walked in, I recognized the judge. It was the same one from my dad's trial. She looked at me. "Why are you requesting a name change?" I leaned into the mic. "Disassociation from a negative parental figure, Your Honor." She nodded, stamped the form. "From this day forward, you will be known as ________________________________________________________________________________________________________________ As she handed me the papers, she gave me a look, calm, knowing, maybe proud. I walked out of that building with a new name and for the first time, a real sense of self. I know he'll try to find me when he gets out, say he's changed, try to make amends. But I've changed too. New state, new look, new life, and even if he's different now, I owe him nothing. Blood doesn't make you family. The day he drew blood from me, he severed that bond himself. He didn't lose me. He threw me away, and I'm never going back.